Yes, let us pray. Oh, most holy Sanini Nainini, we thank you for everything that you've done. We thank you for your mercy. We thank you for your favor. We thank you how you are setting us up for that great and notable day. That great getting up morning, as the old Pope would say. That great getting up morning, well, the mortal shall put on immortal. Well, that flesh shall put on a spirit. Oh, yes, even that great born again day where we shall actually be made spirit. We shall be made in the image that you are. Yes, even that same substance that you are. Yes, we're going to pass from death to life. Yes, and it's going to be a great and notable day. Even we shall be as the lamb and the sheep. Yes, that sit on your right hand and not as the goat on the left. And we thank you for everything. We give you the glory and the praise. Yes, that we shall be victorious if we faint not. And we thank you for that. Yes. Okay, we in our Genesis. About to get there a little bit too soon. That's late. But Exodus chapter 14. We're in Exodus chapter 14. Coming out. For those of you on YouTube. That's where you can find all these videos of coming out. The Exodus. I named it in my archives. Coming out. And we're in verse 1. And the I am spake unto Moses, saying, speaking to the children of Israel, that they turn and encamp before Phirahoth, between Migdol and the sea of Baal-zephon. Before it shall ye encamp by the sea. For Pharaoh will say to the children of Israel, they are entangled in the land, and the wilderness has shut them in. And Sanini 19 even says, I will harden Pharaoh's heart. I'm going to harden his heart. He's going to see this, that he shall follow after them. And I will be honored upon Pharaoh and upon all his hosts, that the Egyptians may know that I am that I am. And they did so. And it was told the king of Egypt that the people fled, and the heart of the Pharaoh and his servants were turned against the people. And they said, why have we done this, that we have let Israel go from serving us? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, those of you on TikTok and YouTube platforms. Yes, this is the synopsis right here. Even the situation in the United States, South America, South Africa, all the way Mozambique, all the way Zambia, all the way going up. We're going up Kenya and all these places, Australia, all the places where they have took the lands or colonized the lands of those who were aboriginals, to let them go from serving us. There's a way that you're serving. Oh, trust me, you are serving. You are serving in some form, fashion, or way, even to this day. Now, when that great getting up morning comes, see, this here is going to be passed from death to life. See, to get into this next kingdom, you're going to have to pass from death to life. In other words, some kind of way, you're going to have to die. That's a hard saying, isn't it? It's a hard saying. Some of you are going to be killed. By what means and what measure, I do not know. But the Most High have already put a glimpse of it through the prophets. Yes, it's not going to be an easy task, because he want to test a people, a tried people, a people that will not move, budge, or nothing. You think you born again. Okay. Now, and they said, why have we done this? That we have let Israel go from serving us. And he made ready his chariot and took his people with him. He took 600 chosen chariots and all the chariots of Egypt, and captains over every one of them. And as the I am hardened the heart of Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and he pursued after the children of Israel. And the children of Israel went out with an high hand, but the Egyptians pursued after them. And all the horses and chariots of Pharaoh and his horsemen and his armies overtook them, encamping by the sea at Phil-Hahiroth and Baal-zephon. And when Pharaoh drew nigh, the children of Israel lifted up their eyes, and behold, the Egyptians marched after them, and they were so afraid. And the children of Israel cried unto the I am. And they said unto Moses, because there are no graves in Egypt, thou hast taken us away to die in the wilderness. Wherefore hast thou dealt with us to carry us forth out of Egypt? Is this not the word that we did in Egypt, that we did tell thee in Egypt, saying, let us alone, that we might serve the Egyptians? For it had been better for us to have served the Egyptians than we should be in the wilderness. That's almost like I'd rather stay a slave than have to face their wrath. In other words, their wrath is more than the one we've been believing and hoping for. See, this is a test. It's just a test. And Moses said unto the people, fear ye not, stand still and see the salvation of the I am, which he shall show you to the day. For Egyptians whom ye have seen today, ye shall see them again no more. Oh, I know how that is. When God tell you you're not going to see your enemies no more, you're not going to see your enemies no more. I am a living witness to that thing. It's not to the point that I hated them or wanted them to die or anything, but those that have oppressed me, the Most High looked at me and said, where are they? Those who have came against me for harm, he looked at me and said, where are they? Therefore, it caused me not to worry. You know, because enemies shall come to test you. These are people of dishonor. They do not know it. They think they're all right. But they are vessels unto dishonor for you to even perfect you as a vessel of honor. Yes. And when you have seen this day, you shall see them again no more. For the I am shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace. And the I am said unto Moses, where criest thou unto me? Speak unto the children of Israel that they go forward. But lift up thy rod and stretch out thy hand over the sea and divide it, and the children of Israel shall go on dry ground through the midst of the sea. He said dry ground, not wet ground. Some of these movies have wet ground and all that stuff with the wrong color people. Yes. And verse 17, I behold, I will harden the hearts of the Egyptians, and they shall follow after them, and I will get me honor upon Pharaoh and upon all his hosts and all his chariots and upon his horsemen. In other words, I'm going to mess with their mind. They're going to go out of their mind to follow you in the midst of a wall of water. That's foolish. See, this God's foolishness is either greater than men's wisdom. Oh, we have the chariots. We have all these things. We're going to chase you down. Yes, you are small people. You have no weapons. You have not this. You have not that. But we got the big stuff. We're gonna pulverize you. But God ain't interested in that. God will just speak one word and your mind is gone, is lost. And the Egyptian in verse 18 shall know that I am, when I have gotten me honor upon Pharaoh and upon his chariots. Now, Pharaoh was raised up. He was given all the armies and all this by the Most High. He was allowed to win wars and everything else. So the fact is, Pharaoh got what he wanted. And so what happened? The Most High said, well, now it's time for you to honor me with all that. Same thing with every major country, every major city, everything that has weapons of mass destruction. You're going to get God the honor, because those who shall witness the victory shall all go with a praise that shall rock the whole universe. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Now, and the angel of God was which before the camp of Israel removed and went behind him. This is a flame of fire. He makes us as what? His servants as flame of fire. His angel spirits. His ministers a flame of fire. He's not talking about them quacks or behind the pulpit. No, he's not talking about that. He's talking about spirits. And the pillar of the cloud went from before their face and stood behind them. And it came between the camp of the Egyptians and the camp of Israel, even the Bantu, and it was a cloud of darkness to them, but it gave light by night to these, so that one came not near to the other all night. No, you don't see these miracles today. Yes, but they are evident. They're there. God has done miracles all over the earth, but many refuse to acknowledge it. So you think you saw a UFO. You thought you saw a demon or whatever this was you thought you saw. You don't know what you saw. Trying to be smart in your own dumbness. Now, verse 21. And Moses stretched out his hand over the sea, and the I am caused the sea to go back by a strong east wind all that night, and made the sea dry land, and the waters were divided. And the children of Israel went into the midst of the sea upon dry ground, and the waters were a wall unto them on the right hand and on the left. Look what God did. And the Egyptians pursued and went after them in the midst of the sea, and all the Pharaoh's horses and his chariots and horsemen. And it came to pass in the morning watch that the Sinini Nanini, even unto the host of the Egyptians, the Lord looked unto Sinini Nanini through the pillar of fire. He looked through the angel. The angel was the one that kept his holiness from all that mess. And the cloud, and troubled the host of the Egyptians, and took off their chariot wheels, and took off their chariot. The angels took off their chariot wheels, and they drave them heavily, so that the Egyptians said, "Let us flee from the face of Israel, from the Lord fighteth for that I am fighteth for them against the Egyptians." And the I am said unto Moses, "Stretch out thy hand over the sea, and that the waters may come again upon the Egyptians, upon their chariots, and upon their horsemen." And Moses stretched forth his hand over the sea and returned to his strength when the morning appeared, and the Egyptians fled against it. And the I am threw the Egyptians in the midst of the sea, and the waters returned and covered the chariots and horsemen, and all the host of Pharaoh that came into the sea after them remained not so much as one of them. But the children of Israel walked upon dry ground in the midst of the sea, and the waters were a wall unto them on the right and on the left hand. Thus the I am saved Israel that day out of the hand of the Egyptians, and saw the Egyptians dead upon the seashore. They didn't say he seen the chariot, he seen the Egyptians. Now the chariot wheels are under there. You're just looking in the wrong place. Look at 777. 777. There's a YouTube channel that he gives this. This shows a film of where the Pharaoh's chariot wheels are. But you so blinded, I won't even tell you what it is. I'll tell you what it one day, okay? Well then, anyway. Thus, the I am saved Israel that day out of the hand of the Egyptians, and Israel saw the Egyptians dead upon the seashore. And Israel saw a great work which the I am did upon the Egyptians, and the people feared the I am and believed the I am and Moses his servant. Oh, yes, 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 yes. God has really done a great work here. It was awesome in the sight of the Egyptians. It was awesome in the sight of Israel, even the Bantu, that they might see that God had really done a work. They say it was the Red Sea, but it's not where you think it is. There are chariot wheels there. There are pieces and fragments of chariots that even the government won't let them touch it. No, they won't let them touch it. They found it. They know where it's at. They know where it's at. I've seen it. It was on film. You know, it's nothing that you could really disprove or debunk. No, you can't debunk that. But anyway, the thing is true. You said, where is it? Where are the graves? The Egyptians. Today's Egyptians hide all that stuff. They hide it from you. They hide it from me. They hide it from those who would try to look for it. And there's a video also out that the Egyptians, the day's Egyptians, which are Arabs, which go out there and they uncover something for the things that Joseph built, the corn silos. Joseph built underground. They cover it up, and they uncovered it when they looked at it, and then they went again and covered it back up after those who wanted to investigate left. But they won't let you look at it. No. See, these people hiding everything. That's why you cannot find it. You will not find it in the hieroglyphs. You will not find it anywhere, because that is what they want to disprove even the Bantu or Israel. And with that, we're going to say peace.